Hello students, welcome to biochemistry lecture. So on this lockout period, we are going to make a new innovation to teach you all through YouTube online lecture method. Okay. So the three important unit in biochemistry begins with carbohydrate, the next one is protein and another one is lipid. So first today we start with the carbohydrate unit. So in this lecture, we are going to discuss the importance of carbohydrate, how the carbohydrate is classified, and what are the various types of properties of carbohydrate we are going to see. Don't skip the video, watch all the lecture throughout the let's call a page. Welcome students for biochemistry lecture. You are going to see the carbohydrate unit in this video, the introduction of carbohydrate. This unit is very important. In the exam, from carbohydrate unit, we can expect at least 10 mark we can expect from this unit. You know, this unit is very simple. If you learn immediately after my lecture, you take the book and you start reading so that it will be easy and you cannot forget. And please watch carefully. Again, I am not going to deal this unit in the class. If you have any doubt, you can clarify with me immediately. Okay. Let's see the introduction to carbohydrate. Carbohydrates are the large group of compounds commonly known as starches or sugars. So in day-to-day life, the most of the food which we consume is having carbohydrate. This carbohydrate component only. Okay. And these carbohydrates contains sugars and starches. Chemically, these carbohydrates are described as polyhydric alcohols because these carbohydrate substances having a capacity to be converted into active aldehyde and ketone groups. That's why all the carbohydrate substances are chemically known as polyhydric alcohol. In chemistry, you might have studied the alcohol is converted into aldehyde and further it is reduced into ketone groups. Okay. Now, the carbohydrates basically white in color. The best example is the sugar which is in our kitchen. And these carbohydrate substances are soluble in water, but one type of carbohydrate called polysaccharides is not dissolved in water. And carbohydrate substances compared to protein and lipids have lower molecular weight and these substances are sweet in taste. Now let's see the biological significance of carbohydrate. Three important significant biologically. The first one is the carbohydrate substances act as fuel in our body and it gives energy in the form of ATP, and carbohydrates when it is oxidized it is converted into carbon dioxide and water. You know, water is very essential for our function day to day life activities, and carbon dioxide also very important. Next one is catalyzed. In the enzyme unit we discuss about the catalyzed. Similarly, the carbohydrate substances also act as a catalyst. How it acts? It promotes oxidation of various foodstuffs. Okay, so you are eating pizza, burger, so it might contains lipid, or it might some other pulses you are eating. It might contains proteins. So these substances are also oxidized because of the activities of carbohydrates. And next one is starting material. For some of the biological synthesis of some substances inside our body like fatty acid, amino acids, the starting product, the raw product will be a carbohydrate substance only. Okay. So these three things are biological significance of carbohydrates. Now move on to the next thing. Where it is present, occurrence of carbohydrates. So carbohydrates basically present in the plants and animal, and in the form of starch it is available in plant, and as animal sources it is available in the form of glycogen. In the plant it is found in roots, tubers, leaves, vegetables, and in the form of grains also. The best example carbohydrate which is present in the grains is our wheat and rice. In animal, it is present in the muscles of the animal and also present in the liver. And in the human being, it is present. It is the carbohydrate is stored as a form of glycogen in the liver. You know very well. Okay. Starch and glycogen are polysaccharides having a high molecular weight. Among the carbohydrate, which substance having high molecular weight? That is polysaccharides. Poly, many, saccharide, which contains more number of glucose molecule. Okay, polysaccharides. Next one is the lower molecular weight carbohydrates are basically present in nature, and they are coming under the group monosaccharides and oligosaccharides. The best examples are crystalline substances. The example is sugar, which is very sweet in taste. The high molecular weight carbohydrate is polysaccharide, and the lower molecular weight carbohydrate is you have monosaccharide and oligosaccharides. Okay, sucrose, another type of carbohydrate. It is obtained from the sugar cane, also from the nectar of flowers, that is in the form of honey. Okay, glucosides. Glucosides also a type of carbohydrate, which is it is a derivative of carbohydrate. From the carbohydrate, we are extracting glucosides, and these glucosides are used as medicine in the treatment of cardiac problems, in the treatment of heart diseases. Glucose and fructose are simple sugars and are widely distributed in the plants. Glucose is present in the blood and other body fluids, whereas lactose is a type of carbohydrate which is commonly present in the milk which we drink daily. Now let's see the chemical characteristics of carbohydrate. Carbohydrate is made up of three substances like carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. The molecular formula for glucose is C6H12O6. So here in the glucose you are having 6 molecules of carbon, 12 molecules of hydrogen, and 6 molecules of oxygen. All simple sugars contain a potential aldehyde and ketone groups. So that we have seen already, this carbohydrate when it is oxidized, it will be converted into aldehyde and it will be converted further into ketone group. So that is what we are saying here. Every carbohydrate will have its own aldehyde and acetone or ketone group. Okay. Now next we are going to see the classification of carbohydrate. Basically carbohydrates are classified into 4 types: monosaccharides, disaccharides, oligosaccharides, polysaccharides. These are the 4 types of carbohydrate. Now let's start with monosaccharides. Monosaccharides contains one molecule of sugar and they cannot be broken into simple substances by hydrolysis. So when you have disaccharide, that can be broken into 2 simple sugar. But monosaccharide, which is already a very simple form of sugar, which cannot be further broken down. When you add in water, it will undergo hydrolysis. These monosaccharides are further divided according to the number of carbon atoms contained in their structure. So based on the number of carbon atoms present, the monosaccharides are classified as following. First one is diose. Diose, di2, which have 2 carbon atoms. Example is glycoldehyde. The formula is C2H4O2. Triose, which have 3 carbon molecule, and the formula is C3H6O3, and example is glyceraldehyde. Comes to tetrose, the example is erythrose, which have 4 carbon atoms. The formula is C4H8O4. Next one is pentose. Pentose contains 5 carbon atoms. The examples are ribose, deoxyribose, and xylose. The best formula is C5H10O5. Hexose. Hexose contains 6 carbon atoms. Common example is glucose, fructose, galactose. You can see the glucose formula C6H12O6. Heptose. Heptose contains 7 carbon atoms and example is glucoheptose C7H14O7. This is the formula. So monosaccharides, 7 types, starts from diose, triose, and you have erythrose, pentose, hexose, heptose. Now the other characteristics of monosaccharides, these are simple sugars and they are simplest unit of carbohydrates. They contains only one sugar molecule. It has a reducing property. It reduces into its potential aldehyde or ketone groups. So these are the characteristics of monosaccharides. Now when you see about the diose, when you go somewhat detail into the diose, which already I told you, so we can skip this and we can go to the next thing. The chemical formula, you can see the triose. So far, when in the exam point of view, you can keep some of the easiest chemical structure in each category. One you keep in mind and try to draw that in the exam point, in the exam time. Okay. So triose, the example glyceraldehyde, the chemical structure is given here. So this, practice it and try to draw it in the exam. So like that for tetrose, which is very easy for you, you try to draw it. So you have dextrothreose, dextroerythrose, and dextroerythrulose. Okay. So I think it will be comfortable for you with the first structure only. Always keep in mind and you take it as example and practice and draw it in the final exam. Next one is pentose. Pentose physiologically very important because it contains ribose and deoxyribose. Why it is physiologically important? Because in the RNA, these pentose substances are present. Ribonucleic acid, DNA, deoxyribose. Okay. So in the nucleic acid, the pentose substances are commonly present. Also, this ribose is a constituent of riboflavin vitamin. Okay. And in the plant, it is found in the form of arabinose. In the plant, the pentose is available in the form of arabinose. Cellulose is excreted in urine of individuals suffering from pentosuria. Commonly in the urine there is no cellulose. But if a person is having pentosuria, what do you mean by pentosuria? Pentose, suria, urine. So if the sugar is excreted in the urine, that is called glucosuria. Like that, when the pentose substance is excreted in the urine, that is called pentosuria. So in that condition, you can see cellulose substance present in the urine. So this is about pentose. The structure is given here for ribose, deoxyribose, and D-cellulose. Now let's see the hexose. Hexose is also physiologically very important compound which contains 6 carbon atoms. Common is hexose, glucose, that is galactose, fructose, mannose. These all are very, very important. So glucose, galactose and mannose are example of aldohexose. Fructose is example of ketohexose. So based on the substance it yield, we say ketohexose. The hexose gives up to ketone bodies, fructose. When it gives aldehyde, that say as aldohexose. Okay. Now next, the glucose is very important. It gives energy to our body. It is present in the plants and fruits. And galactose is a component of lactose, which is disaccharide of milk. The lactose is basically which contains two molecule of galactose. So that is present in the milk. Now next we are seeing the disaccharides. So disaccharides, So on hydrolysis, these molecules yields two molecules of monosaccharides. Disaccharides example is sucrose, lactose, maltose, and the formula for disaccharide common is C12H22O11. C12H22O11. What is this disaccharide? Which have two molecules of monosaccharides combined together. That is called disaccharides. Next one is oligosaccharides. In exam point of view, oligosaccharide is one of the important question. For 2 marks or 3 marks, they usually ask this oligosaccharides. So when question comes as oligosaccharides, write down on hydrolysis they yields 2 to 10 monosaccharide units. So oligosaccharides, what it is? On hydrolysis, these substances yields 2 to 10 molecules of monosaccharide, that is oligosaccharides. So disaccharides also comes under this category. The example for oligosaccharides, raffinose. Raffinose comes under the trisaccharides. Stachyose comes under tetrasaccharide. Verbascose comes under pentasaccharides. Okay, so this is about oligosaccharides. So for 2-3 marks, this is more than enough. Next one is polysaccharide. Polysaccharide contains more than 10 molecule of monosaccharides. Oligosaccharides contains 2 to 10 molecule. Polysaccharide contains up to more than 10 molecules of monosaccharide substances. Examples are starch, glycogen, dextrin, cellulose, insulin. So common structure formula is that is in bracket you should write down C6H10O5 and you write X outside. So that is indicates the number of substances that can be infinity. The X indicates infinity. It can be 11, 12 or more than that. So now mucopolysaccharide. Another short answer commonly asked in exam like oligosaccharide is mucopolysaccharides. Mucopolysaccharides are long chain sugar molecules that are found throughout the body. It is present in the mucus and it is also present in our body fluids around the joints. So synovial fluid where it is present in the joint. So that contains mucopolysaccharides. They are commonly called as glycosaminoglycans. Mucopolysaccharides are a long chain sugar molecule. They found throughout the body, particularly in the present in the mucus and fluids, and synovial fluid which is surrounding the joint. They are also called as glycosaminoglycans. Okay. Next one, the importance of mucopolysaccharides. It is an essential component of tissue structure. Example is hyaluronic acid, heparin, dermatan sulfate, and keratin sulfate are the important polysaccharides. So previous question paper it was asked very specifically hyaluronic acid. So hyaluronic acid is given. You don't think what you want to write. Right? It is a mucopolysaccharide, and the functions of hyaluronic acid and functions of significance of it you have to write down. Like that they can give individually like heparin. So you want to write the function of heparin. Hyaluronic function, what it is? It serves as a lubricant and also it is acting as a shock absorbent in our joints. Whereas heparin is an anticoagulant substance which prevents blood clotting. Dermatan sulfate is mostly present in the skin. That's why it is called dermatan. So derm is related to the skin. The next thing is the disaccharides. Again, some other points. This already we have seen. The disaccharides, which have two molecule of monosaccharide. So how it is joining? Condensation by the two monosaccharide molecules join together by process called condensation. So in that, the first carbon atom of the second monosaccharide is going to join with the fourth carbon atom of the first monosaccharide. That is, first carbon of the second monosaccharide molecule will join with the fourth carbon of the first monosaccharide molecule. Okay, this process makes the disaccharide form from the monosaccharide. The C1 of the first monosaccharide is basically free and has its potential aldehyde intact, so it easily attracts. The example that already we have seen, maltose, lactose and sucrose. So what is the importance of maltose? Maltose is a disaccharide molecule combined with two glucose units. Maltose is the end product of digestion of starch. The starch which commonly present in the plant, when it is digested, it is converted into maltose and it is acted by the salivary amylase, the enzyme called ptyalin in the mouth, and also it is acted by the pancreatic enzyme called pancreatic amylase in the intestine. In the mouth, it is acted by the ptyalin enzyme, salivary enzyme. In the small intestine, it is acted on by the pancreatic enzyme called pancreatic amylase. Lactose, so commonly present in the milk of the mammals. So that is the sugar present in the milk. On hydrolysis of this enzyme, we need an enzyme called lactase. So when it is undergoing hydrolysis, that gives two monosaccharide molecule. One is glucose, another one is galactose. When this glucose and galactose join together, it forms a lactose. When it hydrolyzes, this substance splits separately. Lactose is present in the urine of pregnant women and lactating mother. So in the urine chemistry, in pregnant women and lactating mother, lactose substance is commonly present. Okay. Sucrose. Sucrose is commonly a cane sugar and it is used as sugar in food obtained from sugarcane, beetroot, pineapple, honey, fruits and other certain palm substances. Okay. Palm tree. I don't think that you have seen the palm tree. Most commonly present in South India. Palm tree, it is like a coconut tree and it contains good amount of sucrose. And this sucrose is a non-reducing sugar and it contains one molecule of fructose and one molecule of glucose. One molecule of galactose and glucose join together to form lactose, and in sucrose, one molecule of fructose joins with one molecule of glucose. That you keep in your mind. So polysaccharide, the last thing. So you know it is made up of many monosaccharide molecule. It is formed by the condensation of several molecules of simple sugar. So polysaccharide, poly many, so it have high molecular weight and it forms a colloidal structure. It forms a colloidal solution. The examples are starch, glycogen, dextrin, cellulose are the important polysaccharides. Starch present in the plant like roots, tubers, stem, vegetables, fruits and cereals. And sources of starch are rice, wheat and vegetables, etc. Starch is composed of several glucose molecules and it is a mixture of two types of molecule, namely amylose and amylopectin. So in exam, if starch is coming in the question paper, write these points, you will get the mark for it. Glycogen, like starch, starch is in the plant, but glycogen is in the animal source, and it is commonly present in more amount in the liver and muscles, and also present in some small amount in the tissues like kidney and the heart. Glycogen plays an important role in the metabolism of carbohydrate. When the body have less glucose, the liver glycogen is broken down into glucose, and which passes into the bloodstream as a blood glucose. So glycogen basically stored in the liver. When we have hypoglycemia, the glycogen will be converted into glucose, and it will be circulated in the blood as a blood glucose level. Next one is cellulose. Cellulose is the chief constituent of the structure of the cell wall of plants. It is present in the fibrous part of the plant, and it is highly insoluble in water, and it is resistant to hydrolysis. The cellulose pass through the human digestive system, and it acts as a lubricant. It makes the human feces to come out of the small large intestine, by means of peristalsis movement. Okay, cellulose is a substance which cannot be hydrolyzed, and it commonly present in the intestine, and it is joining with the fecal material. It helps to come out of the body from the large intestine or bowel. So that is the important about cellulose. So this is the end of this lecture. Hope you understood about carbohydrate, its significance and its properties, where it occurs, and what are the examples of various carbohydrate substances like monosaccharide, disaccharide, polysaccharide, oligosaccharides, and we also have seen the formula for each of the substances which we have studied under this. So if you have any doubt, you can contact me and clarify it. So in next video, we will go some more detail into the carbohydrate unit. We will study glycolysis, and give feedback about this lecture, and comment about this lecture in the comment box below. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.